Legal Vision. Today I'm going to talk about Delimitation Act and its impact. Is running now. Even now, the government of Tamil Nadu has called all India all party meets, and where it is discussed and passed the resolution regarding the Delimitation Act. And what happens in the further delimitation? It is significant to learn and to know, to be aware of the delimitation process, because it's connected with each and every individual and voting rights also. The voting rights should not be affected, but it's purely giving the powers to each individual the Delimitation Act acts. The delimitation process is done by Delimitation Commission. The commission also consists of the retired Supreme Court judge and the current election commissioner and state commissioner also, election commissioner. So this commission is formed and ordered by the President of India. The commission functions it can't be restricted. The commission powers is lot and vast, and it will go on its own. Why it is connected with the election commission? Because it's connected with the vote and also voters. That is important, that we have to know how it is working. But it is connected with the limiting the constituency, the boundaries of the constituency on the basis of population. So every census taken, after that and the delimitation of the talk will come. But in the delimitation in last was done in 2002. And before that, 3 times it was done in 1963 and 72 also. And this delimitation is based on the population. Now the census gets taken, but now the disparity happens between northern state and southern state. The population has got risen more in northern states. But due to family planning process, it is reduced, and the population is reduced in compared with the northern state. Particularly southern state, they have the reduced population in comparison with the northern state. So if the government plans and everything on the basis of the population and delimit and start the process of the delimitation, the constituency boundaries and everything, the southern state will hit share very low. The northern state will go very long. If you take in the current population based delimitation process, the parliament seats will cross nearly 1,250 seats. It will go in large. Particularly Uttar Pradesh will get 148 seats, Lok Sabha seats. Such a huge populations are there. The Uttarakhand, a small state, it will get nearly beyond 50, but now it holds currently only 25. Such a disparity will happen. But in America, the is also doing it not on the basis of the population. It has increased from 1911 to currently nearly 35 crores people are living 3 or 4 times fold in America. But they are not increasing their seats. The seats are limited. Their measures are entirely different. So the government of India also has to consider it. And regarding the seat, the reservation for the scheduled castes and the scheduled tribes also will come for the seats, Lok Sabha seats. According to our constitution, the constitution says in the limitation of the Lok Sabha 550 seats. 530 is to the states, 20 seats for the union territories. It is a fixed, not going beyond it. But how the amendment will do it, how the amendment will be helpful regarding the delimitation on the basis of the census. But now census has been completed. The population is on large scale. It is, if it if it is done on the basis of the census or on the population, automatically the Lok Sabha seat will get increased, the disparity will happen. The Kerala state will get a very reduced seat. Such a family planning at the South Delhi was adopted by the southern states. Northern state at the South not at all concerned about the family planning. After 1972, to give the effective to the family planning, such a time the Lok Sabha in 1976 delimitation process had been cut off. But now once again it has erupted. But the government of India has to decide whether on the basis of the population or on the basis of the census, it is possible to give or to start the delimitation process and draw the boundaries of the constituency. And it is important. The government of India has to decide. The disparity will be large. Also, the government has to comply with what constitution mandates. That is a very significant mandatory. So the government of India has to decide. Meantime, the government of Tamil Nadu has gone to the Southern Delhi in a very extended way, whereby calling all party meet at the Southern Delhi and taking resolution. And it is not necessary, because the government of India has to decide and comply with the Constitution of India. So it is a significancy. The Delimitation Act plays a very role. It gives them the great impacts. The delimitation main objectives give every vote to the every citizen. The matured citizen, eligible citizen. They should not be at the South Delhi seated. That is important. They have to get at the South than one parity. And therefore at the South Delhi the part to participate and select the people, elect the South representative. That is important. So the Constitution states and mandates so.